Hello guys, today in this video we are going to help you to find out the best mandoline slicer in market. I made this list based on my personal opinion, and I tried to list them based on their quality, durability, customer review, and more. If you want to see their price and find out more information about them, you can check our links in the description below. Number 10. Microplane Adjustable Mandoline Food Slicer. This handheld blade was sharp, sturdy, and shaved with consistent results. It's a great option for someone who might not need a whole mandoline jetta and just wants to thinly slice a few things now and then. It's held up nicely over long-term testing, though the blade has dulled and it would be nice if they sold replacement blades. The thickest setting isn't very thick, meaning if you want to use this mandoline to make French fries, you'll get shoestring fries. The adjustment knob is also unmarked, so you're more in the dark on what thickness your results will be. The Microplane V-Blade Food Slicer is a mandoline-style slicer that features Microplane's sharp stainless steel blade that can slice through a variety of vegetables and fruits with ease. Used for homemade chips, burgers, and sandwiches, fruit-infused water, canning, and pickling. Number 9. Safe Slice Mandoline. This mandoline had a guillotine-like setup, which we were skeptical of at first, but I wasn't surprised with how well it worked. To use it, place your food into the chute, press the insert against it, and pump the white handle attached to the blade downwards to slice. It was easy to use, and there was no chance of cutting yourself. Not to mention every slice, even the thinnest, was perfectly even. It also did a surprisingly good job of slicing fries, though they were just a hair thicker than desired. The chute and cutting areas are quite small, so you have to cut food down to fit it inside, which makes for some odd-shaped results. And while they provide a little brush for you to clean your blade, I still found it slightly difficult to clean all the nooks and crannies. The Safe Slice Mandoline offers a safer way to cut like a pro. The unique design prevents your hands from ever going near the built-in blades, making this mandoline the safest option for an expert slice. With 30+ slicing options, the mandoline cuts perfectly even slices from 1/8 mm in thickness while also offering julienne, matchstick, and dicing options. Complete with a recipe guide with dishes including coleslaw or potato chips, the Safe Slice Mandoline makes food prep quick and easy. Number 8. OXO Good Grips Mini Complete Grate and Slice Set. If you are intimidated by the size of a mandoline's blade or only plan to use it for smaller items like garlic cloves, summer squash, or cucumbers, consider this tiny handheld model from OXO. The Good Grips Mini Complete Grate and Slice Set is ideal for mandoline experimentation and will have you feeling a bit safer while using it. Instead of having a bunch of loose blades to swap out, these are actually 3 attachments that lock into a box: a straight blade, a grater, and a microplane. The straight blade is excellent for shaving veggies for salad, particularly radishes, Brussels sprouts, or fennel. While you can't adjust the thickness, it produced a finer cut than most people can easily achieve with a knife, all the while maintaining enough structural integrity to still have crunch. Number 7. Benriner Mandoline. You'd have to search high and low to find a culinary professional who recommends anything besides the Benriner Mandoline. Coucke loves it. Food editor Coucke uses it in the test kitchen all the time, as do countless other professional kitchens and home cooks. Much of that love has to do with the Benriner's design. The plastic makes it lighter and more nimble than unwieldy old-fashioned stainless steel models. Tucking away neatly into a tiny kitchen drawer, Coucke says, it's spare and efficient in its industrial design. No clunky knobs, flimsy handles, imprinted numbers bound to wear off, or weird V-shaped blades. The plastic crank on the bottom of the Benriner also allows you to select the thickness setting to an exacting degree. You can cut kohlrabi thin enough to read a paper through or thick planks of potato for a gratin, she says. Number 6. Swissmar V-Slicer Handheld Mandoline. As far as compact mandolines go, this model from Swissmar is a great choice. It comes with a selection of blades for julienne, straight, and French fry cuts. This model features a V-style blade, which gives it an edge over straight blade slicers for cutting softer foods like tomatoes, but it works well on a variety of other fruits and vegetables too. We like the simplicity of this design. It has grooves to fit over a bowl, eliminating the need to transfer food from a cutting surface to a receptacle. Cutting through peppers and tomatoes was easy as we tested, while larger potatoes required a little more force to push through. Since this mandoline only has two thickness settings for straight cuts, 3.5 and 7 millimeters, you can't use it to make paper-thin chips or translucent radish slices, but it does a great job for cucumbers, carrots, and more for potato gratin recipes or salad toppings. To clean, wash this mandoline by hand. The blades are easy to remove and replace, and all of the pieces fit together in a compact holder for easy storage. Number 5. Bron Coucke Original Stainless Steel Mandoline Slicer. Produced by the company that created the original mandoline, this can make straight, wavy, and julienne cuts from paper-thin to 1/2 inch thick. There are additional blades available separately for making julienne cuts of different sizes. It is a large, well-built unit that weighs 5 pounds, so it might be a little bit too hefty for those who want a more compact unit. However, it does fold up nicely when not in use, and we were surprised at how little space it takes up in storage despite its weight. Admittedly, there is a bit of a learning curve to setting up and using this mandoline. The instructions are slightly vague, and the levers to adjust the blades feel tight, but should ease up after the first few uses. The included handguard is made from stainless steel and rides on rails on the mandoline, so it feels very safe. Although it also felt awkward at first and made metal-on-metal scraping sounds as it slid up and down the tracks of the machine, likely because it was brand new and needed a breaking-in period. Getting comfortable with using this tool may take some practice, but it cuts evenly and feels very sturdy on the table. Number 4. OXO Good Grips Chef's Mandoline Slicer 2.0. This single unit does everything you want a mandoline to do: straight cuts, waffle and wavy cuts, small julienne cuts, and larger French fry cuts. In total, there are 21 different thickness cuts ranging from 1 to 9 millimeters in 0.5 millimeter increments. There is a straight blade for cutting through hard foods like carrots or potatoes, and a serrated blade that's better for tomatoes, bell peppers, and onions. The cutting thickness is adjustable with the turn of a knob, and the julienne and French fry cutters stay covered when out of use. This particular mandoline is a little bulkier than some of the handheld models, but the additional stability and multifunctionality are worth it. During testing, we found that the hand protector held food snugly while slicing in protected hands to avoid any injuries. We also really appreciate the millimeter adjustment slider and how accurate it was in slice thickness without wasting any product. Number 3. Fullstar Mandoline Slicer Spiralizer Vegetable Slicer. Not just a mandoline, this can also chop, grate, spiralize, and store, so it's a handy tool for cooks who love their vegetarian food recipes, and makes a great gift for a vegetarian. This model features 5 easily interchangeable blades and a dial to adjust cutting thickness, so your cuts are always the right size. The standalone spiralizer can cut large or small julienne strips or ribbon slices, while the dicer blades offer 2 different sizes. The mandoline can do julienne cuts or straight cuts along with grating. We used the slicing blade to cut through all types of vegetables and found the cuts to be quick and even. The handguard was easy to use on medium-sized to smaller veggies, but might feel awkward and unnecessary for larger, bulkier items. Luckily, this set also includes a cut-resistant glove to use as well. For smaller veggies, such as radishes and small potatoes, the handguard worked really well, but it does leave about 1/4 inch of unused product at the end. Number 2. OXO Good Grips Mandoline Slicer. This handheld OXO mandoline slicer adjusts to 3 different thicknesses for fruits and vegetables. It has a non-slip handle, and the non-slip foot on the end keeps it from slipping around on the work surface. Since part of the mandoline is clear, it's easy to see the slices below and know how much you've cut. It is dishwasher safe, and it comes with a handguard. Unlike other models, this one does not make julienne, wavy, or French fry cuts. While testing out this mandoline, we noticed that it was actually easier to slice firmer produce, whereas softer produce was occasionally more difficult to handle. We found that it made for nice thin slices of potato, and we were able to slice a full-size cucumber in about 30 seconds. With tomatoes, the slices were a bit uneven but still solid. We also like how secure and comfortable the mandoline was to grip for being so small. Overall, the 3 slicing options covered all of our tasks with very little difficulty. Number 1. Benriner Jumbo Handheld 13x6.5 Mandoline. There's a reason why Benriner is often mentioned as the mandoline of choice in many professional kitchens. This Japanese-built slicer is simple in design, but it's also a real workhorse. If your kitchen needs include slicing bigger vegetables, like extra-large russet potatoes for chips or heads of cabbage for a coleslaw recipe, this is the tool for you. With a 6.5-inch wide cutting surface, this mandoline has a large stainless steel blade that slices right through just about anything. The variable knob underneath allows you to select a variety of thicknesses, though there are no markings on the dial for precise measurements. We love it for slicing cabbages and daikon, but it still works well for smaller vegetables, even little radishes and potatoes. Just be sure to use the included hand guard. The wide body construction allows you to cut without feeling restricted, and the hand guard isn't limiting. Cuts are even and consistent, with no snagging, because the blade is very sharp.